that was given to me by my peers. But so yeah, man. So I just rolled with that for a while. Into my mid 20s, up until trucking. I think truck driving was when I really started to realize that, okay, you're not 300 no more. You're not 315, because I'm not even gonna lie. From probably about 315, which is what I was in high school, until 400 pounds, I never weighed myself. Never weighed myself ever. So that was probably what, 2012. So from 2012 and I'm talking about on a consistent basis. We step on the scale, we'll see it's random scale, we'll step on it here and there, but we, really, I didn't pay it no mind. So from 2012 until probably about 2015, no, 2016, when I got my first DOT physical, probably like 2011. Yeah, anywhere from 2010 to 2012 to 2016, I never stepped on a scale consistently. I would always weigh myself in high school. You know what I'm saying? That's just because you had to. You know what I'm saying? They had to know your numbers to put on the roster when they put you in the book and all that. High school shit, good times. But in between then, my weight never was needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't go to the doctor. I didn't. Like, I did not go to the doctor. For at one point it seemed like it might have been shit. I mean, and not including the emergency room and the occasional dentist visit, I might have gone maybe like anywhere from 5 to 7, 8 years without going to a doctor. So I wasn't getting informed of, high blood pressure and diabetes. I just knew that my family had it, but I just, I didn't know. I think part of it was I didn't know, and the other part of it was like, well, if everybody in my family got it, I'm eventually gonna get that joint. So it was just kind of just like a waiting around type deal, because again, I was just uninformed. I wasn't looking for that education. In a sense, I didn't care. It's kind of like I was physically abusing myself, to be honest, because I didn't care. I didn't care what my body was going to turn into. I just was living life. I was living in the moment. And in the moment, I was cool. So I was cool in that moment. So I don't care about what's coming. But again, this was before my son was born. So I didn't really think about the future a lot. I didn't think about 5, 10, 15, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Once upon a time, and my wife, she was my girlfriend then, but my wife now, she used to hate it. I used to always say, man, I don't see myself living past 36, because that's the age my father died. I said that a lot. Like, I was trying to speak that shit into existence almost. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just what I thought. Like, yo, okay, he died at 36, so, and I think maybe that was the reason why I rushed a lot of decisions maybe I shouldn't have rushed, but because I just always felt like my life was ticking away, but that was the reality. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of it was just not knowing. But again, I got to be accountable for that, because it was on me to understand that and know my body and know what's going on. You know what I mean? So, anyway, so yeah, so got into trucking, and then I guess that's when I started realizing the health problems that come with it. The high blood pressure, and how my weight could prevent me from doing certain things. Like, I wanted to go to the military at one point in time, but once they told me my body, my BMI was too high, I kind of gave up on that dream. Kind of glad that I did. I mean, I don't know. It's always one of those what ifs. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that the military would have been for me. I just don't think so. No disrespect to the military. Salute to all service members. Hey, you do what you do, so I can do what I can do. But I just don't think that would have been for me. Not long term. Maybe like, I probably would have did like most of my friends, like the 4 or 5 years or whatever, and then got out. But the career, I don't know. But you never know. That's one of them what ifs. But long story less long, man. At the end of the day, It's all about accountability. I got this big because I wasn't being accountable for what I was doing to myself. I wasn't, I wasn't looking for the information on health. I wasn't doing anything. All I cared about was people's perception of how I look. So as long as everybody around me was cool with how big I was, I'm cool with it. And that's the honest truth. And it is just that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it does affect, even to this day. It does affect me because even though I'm trying to with this, that's why with this fast that I'm doing, it's more about weight loss. It's about changing a lot of things that I've been programmed in my head, just trying to unprogram them things, like people's perception and how people feel about me and the way I move and things like that. Because sometimes old habits die hard. So when you have a bunch of trolls or just a bunch of negative minded people that are just consistently shitting on you, it does bother you to a point, but you just kind of just gotta remember your worth and remember what you're trying to do, and just know that people's perception is cool. It is what it is. That's how they feel, but it's about how you feel about yourself. And I think the biggest thing about this fast um, slash weight loss journey, because remember, fasting is a journey, weight loss is just a side effect. You know what I'm saying? A nice side effect, I may add, but on this journey, man, I'm just trying to get my, the confidence that, like, I always thought I was a confident person, but I look at it now, if I was able to be confident in this form, this morbidly obese form, this insecure, semi-depressed form, and I was able to feel some sort of confidence in this form, I can only imagine when I get to a point and I get to where I want to be physically, mentally, spiritually. You ain't better tell me nothing, man. All this negativity and all this shit that people be coming for my neck for no reason. It's just like, okay, cool. Enjoy your day. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's more important to me at this point than the physical of benefits of fasting. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I am tired of being morbidly obese. I will say that now. The life-threatening situation that happened, and all that. But I think I've been tired, and I just needed, I guess, a push. I needed a kick in the ass to really get me on top of things, and I think that was what I needed, being in that hospital, laying on my back for 6.5 days. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad, if I'm being honest. I'm glad I went to the hospital. I'm glad that shit happened to me. I'm glad I'm in the situation that I am now, because on the path that I was on, chasing materialism, chasing that dollar, who knows how long I'd have been on here. Been on this earth. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? I'm just being honest. I was 430 plus pounds. In one of the most unhealthiest professions in the world. 2 plus 2 equals 4. So that it was just it wasn't a matter of if something was going to happen. It was a matter of when something was going to happen. And I'm just glad that when something did happen, it didn't cost me my life. And I'm still here, you know what I mean? And I'm able to learn, I'm able to move forward, and I'm able to improve from it, man. That's why this fast is so important to me. Like, people laugh and joke, yeah, he been fasting for all this time and that, and you're right. You know what I'm saying? I was introduced to the fasting realm about a year or some change ago, and again, I never took it serious. I did it. You know what I'm saying? I lost a little bit of weight and then I relapsed, but I wasn't ready for what I'm going through now. I didn't realize how big this was gonna be. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is potentially bigger than me. When I start to see the people that's starting to talk more about health, when I see the people that's reaching out to me, all the things that are starting to happen in the way that they're happening, this is bigger than me, man. You know what I'm saying? And for every mistake and everything that I've done in my life up until this point, I really feel like this could really be a huge turning point for me. I do. But again, just like they tell any addict, just like they tell anybody, you can't really solve a problem until you admit to it. And I've never, again, admitted this stuff to nobody for real. Well, I mean, it's been people that I've admitted to, but not in full. But I mean, you know, I got to be accountable, man. The word of the day is accountability. Straight up and down. You can't do nothing. You can't improve anything. You ain't gonna get nowhere until you start being accountable for what you are doing. Now, accountability does not mean that it's your fault. Accountability does not mean that you're always wrong. No, accountability simply means that I have to call a spade a spade. This is what I did wrong. This is my part in it. Okay. You have to first break things down before you can rebuild them. And me being accountable is breaking down the mental state that I was in, breaking down the person that I was before. You dig what I'm saying? And so now I'm just trying to reconstruct Jay, the new Jay. You know what I'm saying? And I can't do that without first acknowledging the faults of the old Jay. So that's all this is, man. You know, I didn't expect for this video to be this long, but hey, it is what it is, man. This is just something I wanted to get off my chest. This was kind of like a confessional or whatever, you know. If you can relate to this, if you know somebody that can relate to this, man, just, you know, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff, man. This is my journey. This is me. You know what I'm saying? All 379 pounds of me. You know what I'm saying? This is me being vulnerable. This is me. I'm not looking for validation or confirmation or all them Asians that Lo was talking about. But, you know, I just feel like I've told this platform so much about myself. I couldn't go and not tell you guys this type of information. This is what it is, man. Whether you're trying to be a truck driver, whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to build a fleet, have an authority, whatever. You got to be accountable, man. You just have to. You can't blame everybody. Like on this YouTube world, you see a lot of people come up here and that's their content. They blaming everybody else. They finding issues in everybody else. And that was me. That was me. But, you know, you can't really grow until you fix you. Straight up. So, but as always, man, you know what it is. Stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God, family, love. This is day, I think today is actually day 11. I'll probably do another video, probably like day 13 of this fast, because day 13 will be the longest I've done a water fast, because I did do a water fast last year for like 12 and a half days. So, and I'll talk about in that next video, day 13, why I was able to fast longer in that video, or this fast than last year. I'll talk about that and talk about how I feel now versus then, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, you know, I just told you what my weight is, but I'll probably do an actual video of me stepping on the scale, because, you know, some people want to see that versus just me saying it. So I have no problem doing it. I have nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? I can starting to see it more myself physically. You know, I was looking at some old pictures and videos of myself today, and even though I'm still morbidly obese, I can still see a difference in a lot of my features. You know, I'm not really gonna post too many pictures yet, but you know, maybe once I get down to the 350s or below, I'll start posting pictures like, okay, this is what I look like now. You know what I mean? I'm not really, you know, we'll see how it go, but y'all know what it is, man. God, family, trucking, man, we out.